upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar under full control, they must wait until they receive the command start. Then they have to lower the bar in a controlled manner and definitively stop it on the chest. Next, they press it upwards, lock out both elbows simultaneously and hold the bar under control until the referee's command to wrap. At least 2 white lights are required from 3 referees for a good lift. A red light indicates a bad lift. Athletes have 3 attempts, and the winner is the athlete that lifts the heaviest weight. In the third round, 2 weight changes are permitted. The weight change can be higher or lower. No changes are allowed if the lifter has already been called to the platform by the speaker, and or if the bar has already been loaded. To attempt a new record, it must exceed the previous one set by a minimum of 0.5 kilograms. Where a world record is broken during the actual 3 lifts of competition, the 0.5 kilograms does not count towards the competition total. It is rounded down to the full kilogram. The jury may allow a 4th attempt for a world record. This adds suspense to the competition, as a lifter could break the world record but may not win gold. Powerlifting offers a tense and dramatic spectacle where coaches have to be good strategists as their athletes battle to outlift their rivals.
So here we go, here's Group B of the women's 73 kg final, and this should be quite interesting. We've got, again, some tremendous World and Paralympic champions jousting. This is Group A, and we go up. Look at how packed that's going to be, only 10 kilos between the top 8, and really 12 across that group of 9 a little later on in Group A. So the second event of 3 of the day on the way, the women's 73 kg final. And again, a packed field of 18 going forward for that. Will be absolutely fascinating. So there's more home representation here to try and set things rolling once more for Kazakhstan. The women's 73 kg final. Group B it is, and it will be a home lifter from Kazakhstan to get us underway. Center referee Hisako Ishida of Japan. The side referees Hene Ortiz of Colombia and Tibor Gierka of Hungary. So for Kazakhstan to open up this competition, it is Nazgul is Maganbatova. "38-year-old from Oral." Her first major championship. First international competition, full stop. And she's starting with 60. Of course, support for her is huge, and she's got it, 2-1. Good starts, good lift. She only started powerlifting 5 years ago. And that was locally in Oral. National champion in 2017, and that's when the openings to compete internationally came along. We'll see what kind of an impact she can make in this competition.
Loaders, please load the bar to 65 kilos, rep height 10. First attempt, representing Thailand, please welcome Rujava.
So next up for Thailand, it is Rujava Chaipidek. Always a strong nation. And in 2008, as far back as that, she was the Southeast Asian ASEAN Para Games champion. So 65 she's going to begin with, based in Bangkok. She's missed out 2-1, and it was bar control, it was body sequence according to our left side referee, and the chest sequence according to our middle one. So 1 in her favor, 2 against.
Loaders, please load the bar to 67 kilos, rep height 14. First attempt, representing Japan, Chika Sakamoto.
So now for Japan, Chika Sakamoto. "36 years old." fourth upgraded to in the Asia-Oceania Championships, which was her major bout on the world stage. Japanese national champion for this year. It's won a couple of major competitions, Tokyo and Kyoto. National champion for the first time a couple of years ago. So 67 to set her in motion. Coach at national level is Takayoshi Okamoto. So her lift at 67. It's not successful though, it's the chest sequence. They've all gone against her on that. So something else that has to be sorted out for her in round two. For Thailand now, it's Arawan Butpo. "35 years old, very, very successful career. Silver in the last Southeast Asian Games behind Nurtani Purba of Indonesia. Two from Thailand in this. We've already seen Chai Padek, who didn't medal this time around in the ASEAN, the Southeast Asian Games, but did get gold previously. Silver for Butpo in the last edition in Kuala Lumpur 2 years ago, and the next one's coming up in January. So 85, this would be for the lead. And it's 2-1 against, and it was the chess sequence that's seen her voted down, and that first nod for her was really early, but the rest did not follow.
Loaders, please load the bar to 95 kilos, rack height 12.
So 4 lifts so far, only 1 successful. Next for Spain, lifter who was out of sport for 8 years, basically to look after her family, but what a comeback last year by Maria Alcoba. Silver in the European Championships in Bergsamere after being 5th in a previous major championship, the 2010 World Championships. 5th there, based in Sant Feliu, Llobregat. We're hearing from one of the local residents there. 6th in the open elements of the American Championships in December in Bogota. Wheelchair basketballer as well, based in San Filio. .95 for Alcoba. struggle to have that under control. And they've all, again, gone against her on that. For that early attempt at 95, she'd originally pitched herself at 100. So she too is denied. So now for Ireland here, after that miss by Alcoba, here comes Brittany Arentic for Ireland. Received bronze medal yesterday for the Asia Oceania Open Championship, upgraded after a disqualification. European Championship bronze last year, junior gold in both. Junior world record sets all over the place, really. Kitakyushu and at the Ego World Cup earlier this year. Won bronze in that, won bronze in the FASA World Cup last year in Dubai. That junior world record is 100. She's going for 97 here. Chance to start big. Ken Hurley on stage with her, the national coach. So 97. This to take the lead, the push through, and all three against for the press. Happened during the Junior World Championships as well on Friday, so we'll look to get that straightened out. Yeah, just halted on the way up. Next to go then for Malaysia, Indonesia, Nurtani Purba. She's the first athlete to go for 100 here. Purba, fourth in the World Championships in Dubai 5 years ago. Close run thing, and silver in the Asian Para Games last year in Jakarta. Asian champion in 2013, Southeast Asian champion. Last 2 games. And that's the sort of form that's seen her do that. That is absolutely brilliant from Nurtani Purba. That's the standard, absolutely set. Pure and simple. A belter. Again, good clean lines, smooth lift. And Group B, she may be in, but prospects may be of getting up the pecking order if there are quite a few misses along the way. Next to go then for Syria, Rasha Al-Sheikh. Al-Sheikh going for 102. Bronze in Beijing, silver in the 2014 Asian Para Games for Syria, based in Damascus. So 102, got it raised, and that's a good one. 102, and she is out in front.
Loaders, please load the bar to 107 kilos. Rack height 10.
Again, great start from Al-Sheikh. No mark in the Asian Games last year, but she's made up for that straight away. She'd previously been a silver medalist there. And the weeks of coaching for Mohammad Askar have worked. Big Russian representation to support Nadezhda Sucheva. Sucheva's only previous major championship was in Eger in 2015 in the European Championships when she won the bronze. (107), this to take the lead, and this the heftiest attempt in this round. And that'll be good, all three in her favor. So the lifting has been pretty much top-notch the past few lifts.
At the end of the first round, just 4.
Based in Voskresensk. Last 3 lifts have been great. Former arm wrestler. On an organized sporting basis. So Sucheva, who won the Eger World Cup in this discipline earlier in the year. She leads, Al-Sheikh in second, Perba third, and Ismagbatova, Kazakhstan, and fourth, who we'll be seeing very soon. So Chaipadek to get the second round going with 65, having missed this in the first round. And the same things happen here, but it's 2-1 against. Center referee, it was the chest for her, and for our side right referee, it was the press. Improvements needed there. She's never been in a global championship before, despite the fact regionally, Southeast Asia, she's been a champion as far back as 11 years ago. That's 7th place in the Eger World Cup when she lifted 65. Hasn't done it yet. She's missed it twice here and going for it again in the third round for now.
representing Kazakhstan, please welcome Nur-Sultan.
So is Maga Betanova of Kazakhstan returning and going for 66. So if she gets this, well, she stays fourth, but she's a chance of getting past quite a few others who are looking to be around her. The Kazakhstan champion for the first time 2 years ago. The crowd love what they've seen, and they love this even more. Clear 66. Doesn't move in the standings, but she does get a great lift.
Loaders, please load the bar to 67 kilos, rep height 14.
Just tremendous.
Second attempt, representing Japan,
Chika Sakamoto of Japan returns, going again for 67, which she missed last time. Fourth in the Asia Championships. That upgrading, as we mentioned, the Japanese champion for this year. .67 the target here, and this would put her in fourth place. Sakamoto 37. 20 seconds left on the clock. Well, let's see how successful she got that. 2-1. Yes, she pushed through well. The chess sequence got marked down by the side referee on the left, and that was actually the first vote that came through, but the rest fine. So she is underway, and happy to be so. Returning for Thailand, having missed in the opening round. We'd 5 misses in a row. In the middle of those, the third of the 5, Arawan Butpo. Of Thailand, 85 she's going for again. Again, this would put her into fourth position. $85 for Arawan Butpo. Southeast Asian silver medalist, world silver medalist going back to 2010. Asian Games champion 2014 in Incheon. The quality is there and has been there for so long. 85 for Butpo. Absolutely tremendous, all three in her favor, and that's just glorious. Faultless, absolutely faultless. Everything about that looked just great. So returning now at 97, having missed 95 in the previous round, it is Maria Alcoba. Well, to come back after so long away, her first major championship, she gets a silver in the Europeans. Phenomenal. $97 for Alcoba. That familiar Spanish singlet that we know so well across so many sports. And Alcoba, it's the chest sequence that did for her, because apart from that, it looked really good. That's got to be sorted out. So now we go into the second attempt for Brittany Arenzi of Ireland, and this an attempt at a new junior world record. That is 100, set at the EGO World Cup in April. This is an attempt at 101. She's broken that world record so many times. Now an opportunity of doing it, and just about the second biggest stage of all at the Worlds. Brigitte, her mother, Dad Denver, not getting involved in the moves just yet. Like a lot of the lifters, she's picked the music herself. Another of the new innovations here. I can tell you the commentators from Kazakhstan television love it. Okay. "40 seconds, still plenty of time." For a new junior world record. That looks good, and it is. It's a new junior world record. 2 out of 3, 101. And that puts her into 3rd place overall. That's what, a 3rd junior world record in just about 9 months. Top stuff. It'll give her a good finish too, by the looks of it, depending on how the rest do, of course. That was a sweet lift. Still 3 to go in this 2nd round, and it's Nur-Sultan Purba of Indonesia who comes next. And the Irish act has played for Indonesia. Nur-Sultan Purba, 100 in the previous round. This is 105. Purba, her national coach, Koni Schwanta. Purba going for 105, and this would put her into 2nd position. Starting on 105. It's very steady, very easy, and probably too much more. 2 down in the chest sequence, 1 in the press, so something to be addressed.
Loaders, please note the bar to 109 kilos, rack height 11.
So, misses out again. We haven't had too many misses in this 2nd round. Purba had got 100 in the opening section, based in Medan. Just went wrong on it. For Syria, Rasha Al-Sheikh returns now from Damascus. Mohamed Askar, a coach. Silver in the Asian Games in 2014 in Incheon. No mark last year in Jakarta. 6th in her only World Championship, where she was able to get a mark because in 2010, no lifts all the way. 6th in Dubai 2014, but Paralympic bronze in Beijing in 08. $109 to give her the lead again. For Syria. $109 for Al-Sheikh. And that's gone against her on the chest, and it's both side referees, 2 and against. The chest sequence, center referee was satisfied. The others weren't.
Loaders, please load the bar to 112 kilos, rack height 10.
To wrap up round 2 then in Group B, Nadezhda Socheva. 107 in the first round, this for 112. And chances of going maybe quite deep into the Group A competitors. (112) to increase her lead in this group, and that was properly clean. She leads by 10 then. All 3 in her favour. Very, very strong.
A good lift indeed. 112 kilos from Socheva of Russia, and that puts her in first position here in Group B as we head towards round number 3.
112, she leads by 10 ahead of Al-Sheikh, with Brittany Renzi of Ireland third and Nurtani Purba in fourth. Socheva top of the pile, and it's a good advantage over Al-Sheikh and Renzi. Third and final round then. Chidapek of Thailand out first. So 65 to get on the board. And that's good enough to do it. She's got it, all 3. So she wraps up on 65. That's positive. Should have loved to have done that in the opening round and maybe been able to open up and get more done further on in the competition. As we go back to the home participant for Kazakhstan, Nazgul is Maganbatova. Started locally in the town of Ural, or Uralsk in Russian, which is it's not that far away from the border anyway, right up in the north of Kazakhstan. This is going to be for 71. She's wasted absolutely no time once she got herself set. They've all gone against her in the chest sequence. Well, 2 of the 3 have, the other for the press. So she doesn't get that, but the other 2 were really impressive lifts. She ends on 66. She got in her major championship debut 2 of her 3 lifts spot on. She's getting a great reception as she leaves the stage. Chest didn't work right. From one angle, probably didn't look very level, but overall, she'll be happy with what she's done in this competition. So wrapping up is Sakamoto of Japan, now got 67 in the second round, having missed that previously. Doesn't rise her any higher than the 6th place she is in, but at least it adds 5 more to the tally. But Sakamoto's still got plenty of time, and she's using the clock well. Still 30 seconds to go. At 72, Sakamoto pushing through, and it's 2-1 against. She'd come really close to it. It was the chest from our centre referee that saw her mark down, and the left side referee was the press. So she's not given it. It was 2-1 against, and she ends on 67. So nobody so far has managed to get all 3 lifts, and only Ismagam Betova of Kazakhstan has got 2. It's arrow on boot put out for Thailand, and she goes for 88, having got 85 in the previous round, and she missed 85 in the first round. Only Sacheva has a chance of getting all 3. .88 for Bootpo to add 3 to her second round tally. Four Paralympic Games to her name, and she's always finished in the top 6. Never lower than 6th in a World Championships, but where she is here, where she started off with, she surely will finish down the way. .88. And that's good. 2 out of 3. Oh, yes. Gets 88. And she's the first lifter to get her last 2 lifts in. And that will absolutely delight her, with good reason.
Representing Spain, please welcome Monte Alcoba. Yeah.
Alcoba, Spain, the European silver medalist. Her first World Championship in 9 years. This to avoid being wiped out though. 95 and 97 she hasn't got yet. So this for 100, and she's kept to her plan. So 100. Well, is that good? It's not, I'm afraid. It's the press all the way that just lets her down again, and she has been wiped out. Pity, pity. Fifth in her previous World Championships in 2010 in Kuala Lumpur. Philosophical reaction. An attempt at another junior world record is coming. Brittany Arenzi coming back out for Ireland. The junior world record broken again for the third time in 9 months. 101, flatten this 102. A much medalled 18 months, a couple of senior World Cup bronzes, junior golds there in Eger and Dubai. Those two continental bronzes now, the European and the Asia Oceania Open, with junior golds there also. Chance to make some more news. (102), aiming for another junior world record, and she has done it! Another junior world record. Her second of the day. Onward and upward all the way. 2-1 in her favour. And another junior world record in the bag. And that puts her second overall on the head-to-head ahead of Rasha Al-Sheikh of Syria. Not much fault with that. The lifts just keep getting bigger, competition by competition. Well, there's one lifter who's got all the achievements done for today. Nur-Sultan Purba of Indonesia trying to do the same. She's sticking to her game plan as well. Purba starting with 100, missing 105, but going here for 110. This to put her into the silver medal position. Although obviously we've got some major lifts still to come in Group A. $110 for Perba. Winner of the last two, ASEAN, Southeast Asian Games. Silver in the most recent Asian Para Games in Jakarta. $110, that was steady. And too much so, and all have gone against. And a sea of blue and green on her charts. Chest and press, both, all against. So she finishes with 100, and that has her fourth. Competition started well, but didn't continue in the same way.
Representing Syria, please welcome Rasha Al-Sheikh.
Rasha Al-Sheikh of Syria. Again, pretty much sticking to her game plan. Got 102 in the opening round, missed 109 in the second, going for 111 here. $111. In order to take the lead, she needed 2 more kilos onto the bar. She's gone for something she felt she could get, but she hasn't. And it's all against her on the final press. Denied then. 102 is where she ends, and that's third for now. She's being edged out by Brittany Renzi in the head-to-head in terms of body weight. There's one vote down in the chest as well, but it was the press that did not impress. So 102, and that has a third. 111 would have her second, but obviously would have a prospect of upsetting things a little bit for those to follow in Group A. And this is the final lift of Group B. Nadezhda Sacheva, 116. This could be significant if she gets this. There are only 3 lifts that are due to be heavier than her in the opening round of Group A. $116 for Saicheva. Now if she gets this, she could pitch herself well towards the medals but that wasn't level. Certainly wasn't a straight trajectory in the way up, so denied. 112 makes it a bit easier for those who will follow. 116, and there's only 3 who'd have had a chance of seeing her off in the opening round of Group A. So Cheva took Group B by a large margin. Problems were on the way up, quite a few of them. It certainly wasn't level going up either. So really, the issues were quite varied in that last lift. The others were absolutely terrific. Unimpeachable. So Cheva, 112 for Russia. Brittany Renzi, second on 102, ahead of Al-Sheikh on 102 in the head-to-head third, and Purba fourth for Indonesia with 100. So we go into Group A. And first of all, it is the America's champion from Bogota last December. Maria Ortiz for Chile. South America's silver medalist in 2014. Back-to-back America's titles for her. 4th place finish in the Asia Oceania Championships, the Open in Kitakyushu. Presumably an upgrading for her as well, as there was for Brittany Renzi, as we've had a disqualification call to that in the past week. Won the Rio World Cup in 2016 at the start of the year in the Carioca Arena. 4th in the Paralympic Games. She's never been in a World Championships before. 4th in the Pan Ams in Toronto, pitching at 108. There's only 14 kilos between these 9 in the group. This could be an interesting old run. It could be very tight with lots of ebb and flow. Different races going on. 108 for Ortiz it is. And this for a new America's record to break that which he set in Bogota. Two one against. Chest, according to the centre referee, and it was to the side referee in the left, all about the press. So Ortiz doesn't get that. That's something she's got to work on behind the scenes. Former wheelchair tennis star who quit to spend more time with her family in Santiago. Now a great champion. 3 in a row. European champ. World champion 2010. Reigning world champion now. Medals of the last 4 Paralympic Games. 2 silver, 2 bronze. Suat Gzwani. $109, but chances for big leaps from these down the field in Group A. Ortiz 108, Gzwani 109, Zaban we're going to see at 110 along with Abu Garbia. 109 then from the reigning European and world champion. Press issues from 2 of the 3, the other gave it the all clear. Originally looking at 114, and that really would have put her in medal contention had she got that, but she didn't get 109. So Now she'll have to see where her competition goes. Sanai Suban of Morocco is next, 110. Bronze in the African Championships last year. Silver in the Edgar World Cup in April. It's also a para-athlete, javelin and shot put, based in Fez. Her regular coach, Hamid Boumajani. A European Open silver as well, incidentally, behind Ghazouani in Berkshire. Saban, 110. This still would only be good enough for the second place. And that's what she has achieved, 2-1 in her favor. The one thumbs down, chest from the center referee, but she's all right. And she gets into the medals for now. Spanner's kept herself busy. Had World Cups in Dubai and Edgar, and obviously the competition in Lagos as well. That's a nice lift. So that's 110 for her, but can be knocked down with another 110, which is coming now from Rahab Abu Garbia. Lighter in body weight by 1.5 kilos, so in the head-to-head would have the advantage. $110. Abu Garba of Egypt. He's been an Edgar World Cup winner. 2017. Haven't seen too much of her in the championship circuit though, but we will do because she's got a good lift here. 3 out of 3 as well. Goes into second place.
Representing Ukraine, please welcome
Natalia Olnik of Ukraine. European silver medalist, silver in the FASO World Cup last year. 4th in that event back in February. Recuperating after a bad fall down the stairs, left her in a wheelchair in 2008. Paralympics were on. Gave her an idea. Here she is, actually her first World Championship. 116. Olniak would give her the lead, and it has. 2-1 in her favour. Left side referee giving a knockdown because of the chest, but that's fine. Our new leader from Ukraine, Natalia Olniak. That was an exquisite lift. So now Amal Mahmoud of Egypt is wheeling out as Olniak is heading back behind the scenes. Mahmoud going for 116, same as Olniak, and in terms of the head-to-head, 4.5 kilos lighter in body weight. She wasn't very far away. She was only actually 400 grams from making the weight for the previous event, the up to 67. $116 for Amal Mahmoud, the African silver medalist in the African Championships last year in Algiers, FASA World Cup gold in Dubai in February. Her first global championship. At the age of 40, 116. Solid push, and that's perfect. Lines were all good, and that's 3 out of 3. That one can't be faulted, and Mahmoud is our new leader on the head-to-head with Olniak. For Nigeria now, Paulina Okpala. She's going to be really interesting to watch. The African champion last year in Algiers, and she won in Lagos in the international competition there in January. And she lives in Lagos. Nigeria always well supported. Okpala's a prime candidate here, going for 118. The heaviest lift in this opening round will be 122. 4 successful lifts in a row. $118 by Okpala. Solid push through, but 2 of the 3 going against her, and that was for the press. Bit of reconsidering needed. 110 originally was a target, and 118 is what she went for instead. It's going to have to be done again. Two to go in this opening round. Han Miahu, world silver medalist, reigning Asia Oceania champion and Asian Para Games champion from late last year. Han Miahu. 121. Good strength from Han, and she's got that. 2-1 in her favor. Good work. She's our new leader with 1 to go in the opening round. Silver in her first World Championships 2 years ago in Mexico City. Hits pole position now. Winning both of the major Asian titles last year, she followed through with great strength. Sibel Can of Turkey. One, 2-2. Heart's going tum tech for a European champion. Gold in Berkshire last year, 4th in the previous Worlds in Egger, and she's had a silver in this year's FASA World Cup. Sibel Cham, based in Konya. One, 2-2, and she went in too high by the looks of it. That could be a problem in future rounds. $120 she was originally looking at. That's what she'd been put down at. But it went badly wrong there, and she's got 2 more lifts that have to be this weight minimum. So Ortiz is back, going for a new America's record of 108 for Chile. It is hers from Bogota last year. 5 successful lifts out of 9 in that first round, but hers was not one of them. $108 then. It would put Ortiz into 7th. It would give her a new America's record. 108 for Ortiz, and she pushed through really strongly, and she made it look good too, and it is good. 2 out of 3. The only black mark was voted down for the chest by the center referee, but 2-1, that's it. New America's record. It is hers. At 108. Absolutely superb. This is Ghazouani of France, the reigning European and world champion. That went a bit haywire. Now, saying that, it's still 2-1 against. It stalled a bit on the way up and wouldn't have looked the greatest from the angles, which is the two voted it down, and yet it's only 2-1 against. Ghazouani in danger of being wiped out. Subban then has cleared 110 already, and the Moroccan going for 113 here. European Open silver. Bronze in those African Championships last year in Algiers, and silver in the Edgar World Cup this year. Hamid Boumajan, a regular coach. $113 for Subban, and this would put her 4th. And that is precisely what's happened. Well, she's rocketing up the charts here. Big chances of medals. At the moment, 116 is bronze for Olniak. Subban is only 3 kilos off it. Bugarba, 6, and she's coming up next. Good and smooth. Bugarba going for 113. This would put her 4th. Above Subban in the head-to-head, they'll have both lifted the same weight, but Bugarba is lighter in body weight by 1.5 kilos, so we're taking it the head-to-head. 113 for Abu Garbia. This for fourth. Again, that looks quite smooth, and it is. All three in her favour. Well, she's having a really good competition. She's had 2 perfect lifts, and there's chances here, definite chances of a medal. Right now, there's any 3 of 7 could finish in the top 3, and she's having a time of it. It's a major championship record, major championship debut, should I say. Won at the Edgar World Cup. So we go on to a major leap. Now this could rule out Abu Garba, Subban and Ghazwani even. World champion from 2 years ago, and Ortiz. If 3 of these lifts turn out to be successful from the next 5 in this round, because we leap up an extra 8 kilos to 121. There's 3 going for it. Okpala, the first for Nigeria. Of the 3 going for it, Okpala's in the middle. Olinyik would always lose out on the head-to-head, and Mahmoud will always take it if those 3 finish all square. All going for a 1-2-1. Her form's been brilliant. Those 2 wins in the Africa Championships and the Lagos International. She lifted 127 in that. That could do for gold here. Okpala going for 121. No distractions, please. Okpala not on the board at the moment. This would give her the lead. Ahead of Hahn. She's just missed out, 2-1 against again. The one quite early, the other 2, the center referee going against her on the chest sequence. And the right side referee, it was the press. So she's in danger of being wiped out. She'd added 3 to the bar from last time, and that was 2-1 against as well. So could be a lot of congestion coming here. So for Ukraine, Natalia Olenyk, 116. She got in the opening round, this for 121. Remember, Okpala, Mahmoud and Olenyk going for this in round 2. Hannah's already lifted 121. We could have had 4 all in the same mark for a little while, but Okpala didn't get it. Olenyk aiming for it now. This would put her into the lead. She'd have the nod in the head-to-head against Hahn, who has to outlift everybody else in the competition. any head-to-heads, if she finishes level, she would lose out on. $121 for Olniak. Seemed to drift a bit, and they've all gone against because of that. And so she won't get that. She stays on 116, and she remains in the bronze medal position. Mahmoud is in silver. Han in gold. Han Miao Yu. So now for Egypt, Amal Mahmoud's currently lying the silver medal mark. This to go above Han and the head-to-head again. To go into gold. Mahmoud's the African silver medalist in Algiers. Her first global championship. Remember the first All-African Para Games taking place in January in Rabat in Morocco. One, 2-1 for the lead. Crowd enthused, and with good reason, because she's got that 2-1. Mahmoud goes into the gold medal position for Egypt with a round to go.
Loaders, please load the bar to 122 kilos, rack height 11. Second attempt, representing Turkey, Nur-Sultan.
Sibel Cham missed at 1-2-2 in the first round. If she gets this, she goes into the gold medal position. So 1-2-2. It went wrong for her last time, but if she can pull this off, she goes into the lead with only hand to lift. Can Sibel Cham get it raised and keep it clean? Oh, she's pulled it up brilliantly. How about that? That was terrific. And she is our leader. She's in the gold medal position. And that lift might just have clinched her a medal. It's almost inconsolable when it went wrong in the first round. You'd have had every justification for thinking she'd gone in too high, but she didn't. She's got the second lift at 122, and she leads. Not quite wrapping the flag around her just yet. So Han Miaoyu of China, those successes in Kitakyushu and Jakarta last year. Continental Championships, the Continental Games. $126 for Han. Now, how smooth was that on the way up? She was given the first vote, but the other two took a while to come through, and it was on that press, just interrupted a little bit. It's subjective, it always is. That's the thing about judging. Halted there and sort of changed trajectory a little bit on the way up. So Han misses 126. She's currently in the bronze medal position behind Amal Mahmoud on the head-to-head, and Sibel Cham of Turkey is our leader. Cham finished fourth in the last World Championships. Suat Ghazwani, 2 attempts at 109. She's missed both so far, and she's been quite close. The second one was really unusual because it looked quite lopsided, but still got one nod. Ghazwani, the outgoing world champion. Champion London 2012. Well, the facial recognition reckons she'd done something there, but it's all three against this time opposed to the other two, so she's wiped out. Gets nothing. And it's remarkable that Ghazwani, who won gold in the World Championships 2 years ago, that was never level, should be wiped out, but she was also the first lifter, the lowest lift in the final round. That is so unusual. Maria Ortiz going for another America's record here. Got 108 in the second round, second attempt at that mark, going for 114 here. This would put her fifth, above Subban and Abu Ghabia. Ortiz going for another America record. So Ortiz at 1:14 to go. 5th for her second America's record of the day. Strong push, only 2 and against for the press. From the center and side right referees. Technical challenges come in for that. Halted on the way up. We'll see what comes to pass. The fact that it was 2-1 so would make them think a little. Be reviewed from the different angles. Saneh Soubani of Morocco. She cleared 110 and 113. This for 116 to leap from 6th to 5th. Very positive 12 months, continental bronze. Unlike the other championships, it wasn't open, it was African championships full stop. No athletes from other continents allowed in. Took the bronze in that. .116, that's really difficult, and the spotters had to wade in, so she hasn't got that, and 6th is the best. Might still be 7th. Really faltering. It was a great cricket theme in its day. Quite a World Cup final on Sunday. Abu Garbia then for Egypt. Now she, like Subban going into this, 2 clearances already, 110 and 117. 113 should I say, this is for 117. This would see her climb to 4th. There's still 5 lifters in with a chance of the medals. 4 of them are going for gold. Abu Garba, 117, currently 5th, going for 4th. .117, Abu Garbia. Well, she got a raise, bit of a struggle on the way up, but it's still 2-1 in her favour. It's a good lift. First photo gone against her, you'll see from the left referee. That was for the press, presumably for the little bit of interruption on the way up, but look at that. Clean bill of health, 110, 113, 117. It's 4th for her. Now the chase for bronze. Natalia Olniak is currently in 5th for Ukraine. $121. Her first global championship. Currently 5th. This to go above Han, but not Mahmoud on the head-to-head. Olinik needs to get this first, though. 1-2-1. 2-1 against. And it was the chess sequence for the center referee, and for the side right, it was the press. $116 she's left on. Wasn't level either, much. So Polina Okpala of Nigeria. 4 to go. This is the challenge for gold. Everybody lifting for gold now. Okpala's not on the board. Sibel Cham is our leader on 1-2-2. Okpala going for 1-2-3. Okpala 123 for Nigeria. Previous 2 not delivered. But this one is the one that would put her into gold in the final round with 3 lifts to go. Big moment for Okpala. Has life changed? It hasn't. All 3 against. 2 voting her down in the chess sequence and 2 on the press, and Okpala herself is wiped out. Didn't come down into the chest. There were press issues that were given the thumbs down by the referees as well. So now we stay in 1-2-3. This is Amal Mahmoud, currently in the silver medal position and looking to jump up to gold. Abu Garbia clearing all the lifts. Now Mahmoud as well going for the same. 123 for Amal Mahmoud. This for the lead for Egypt. Ghazwani and Akpala wiped out, not registering a mark. The Egyptian currently in the silver medal position. The first global championship, it could be gold. She's into the lead, Mahmoud, in the final round. Amazing stuff. She leaps into top spots. 123 for Amal Mahmoud. Remarkable. So the position changes now. Your gold medalist for the time being. She's definitely going to get a medal. It will be bronze at worst. Han and Sham, both the medals. Sham was gold at the end of round 2. Now she drops to silver. This to get back into the lead. Bezra Duma watching so nervously as well, the world junior champion. She came close to being senior world champion. Sibel Cham, the European champion, can become world champion here. 124, get back into the lead, currently at silver. Pushing, struggling, is that enough? Yes it is! Sibel Cham leads again with 1 lift to go. It's at least silver, but right now it's gold. The European champion might just have become world champion. Magnificent lift. She might have had a bit of worry that it had halted on the way up, but it was still moving, still smooth. Joy, absolute joy. Sibel Cham. Just 1 more lift. And it's the world silver medalist from 2 years ago in 3rd now. Oceania champion, Asian Games champion, Han Miao Yu. $126. It's Sibel Cham in gold for Turkey, Amal Mahmoud, silver for Egypt. Han Miao Yu in 3rd, going for the gold here. That looks really impressive. We'll see if it's got the nod. It has. Han is the world champion. Silver 2 years ago, but it's the world gold now for Han Miao Yu. 126 kilos, and that's glory. And Sibel Cham, watching backstage, saw the gold slip away. She led twice at the end of round 2, and in round 3, heading into the final lift, Han Miao Yu has got the gold. 126, the lift for China. Sybil Cham, the silver for Turkey, so game. And Amal Mahmoud, who led right at the death as well. Bronze for Egypt. Those three lifted in the final round. Akpala missed out, got wiped out. Agugaba, fourth for Egypt. Olinik, fifth for Ukraine. That was some finish in the end. Junior world record as well for Brittany Arenzi, 102. New America's record for Maria Ortiz of Chile in finishing 8th. That was a real classic. Medal ceremony is on the way. So now the medal presentation coming for the women's 73 kg. Medal ceremony coming for the women's 73 kg here. Memorable, again. No doubt about it. Presenting this, Alexei Khrushchev, Deputy Director of the Board of Sports Development, and Evren Rutbil, the representative of TICA in Kazakhstan, Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency. Actually, different caption here, or to tell you, it's Mohammed Akalamli, the IPC governing board member, and Anatoly Kim, the founder of the Kazakhstan MMA Federation, president of the Be Strong promotion, will be awarding the medals to Han, Cham, and Amal. Amal Mahmoud of Egypt picks up the bronze medal, the Africa silver medalist last year, the FASA World Cup winner in February. $123. Led in the final round, had gone up to gold, had displaced Sibel Cham. So Cham fought back, and how well she did that. Lifted 124 to go into the gold medal position. European champion and now world silver for Sibel Cham. Fine choice of music by her as well. I remember 122 she had difficulty with in the first round. Cleared it second time around. 124, almost won a gold. But this could be quite a long-term tilt between these two, maybe these three, because the Asian champion and the Asian Games champion jumps up from silver 2 years ago in Mexico City to be crowned world champion in Nur-Sultan, Han Miao Yu. 126 with the final lift of the competition, and she had missed that in round two. Sensational competition. It was enthralling, but at the end of it all, the world champion, Han Miao Yu of China. Great competition that was. Han Miao Yu taking it. 126, last lift of the competition. Sibel Cham almost won it. Second last lift of the competition, 124. Amal Mahmoud of Egypt gets the bronze, 123. Absolutely thrilling. And we've another women's competition coming up next, the women's 79 kg, and that will get underway in less than an hour. It's half an hour.